Hello, this is your pre-lab video for the week of April 11th. This is the 13th week of the semester, so you have 2 more weeks after this coming week, and then we're in finals, so you're in the final stretch. Let's just take a look at some upcoming things. So for next week in lab, make sure you understand what the expectations are for attendance. Each of the sections at this point have decided what they want to do in terms of staying remote or being fully in person. So if you're unclear about what you're supposed to be doing next week, just drop an email to your TA. They should be reaching out to you to confirm the plans. On Wednesday, we have our third and final exam for this class. This is a cumulative exam with the greatest proportion of the questions representing content from the last 3 units. It'll be on Wednesday, April 14th during our normal lecture time. So lecture starts at 12:40, as you know, but we're going to leave it we're going to open up the exam about 10 minutes early just in case you run into problems with getting in. You'll have 60 minutes to complete the exam, and the exam will remain open until 1:40. So you basically have, a 70-minute period to kind of figure out how to open it. If you run into problems, as usual, I'll have my cell phone number in there so you can drop me a text so I can try to jump in and help right away. On Friday, April 16th at 5 p.m., this is a really important deadline. This is the deadline for your poster files and for your individual video presentations. So the poster file you'll produce as a group, and you'll be uploading 1 poster per group. But each member of the group will be presenting the poster in a 5-minute video. So if you have 4 members of your group, each of the 4 people will upload their own video presentation to Canvas. On Canvas, you'll see 2 separate assignments for the poster file, like I said, 1 per group, and the video presentation. Both of those assignments have a link to a Google Drive, so you'll ultimately just be uploading to the Google Drive, and we'll then take those files and put them onto the website for you. That's due on April 16th. In the lab next week, we'll be reaching our final round of quantification. The vials that were set up starting March 30th, so today is Friday the 9th, and the vials are looking really good. They're just about ready. So by Monday, I think all of the vials that you've set up will be ready for quantification. So I think it's probably in your best interest to either have a representative from your group or have the entire group go in and quantify all remaining vials on Monday and Tuesday so that you have the rest of the week to deal with the poster. Remember that you already have an edited version of your introduction, you have feedback on your methods, and those will just get plugged into the poster itself. Your results section will get populated with brief descriptions and graphs describing your results, and then you'll be proposing future directions, which we can help you with. There's a lot of information on Canvas already, and your TAs will be working with you on getting your poster together next week. The most important one has been linked many times, and I know I keep bringing up in lecture, but I keep getting questions about the poster, and all of the information for the entire research project is on this one page called Development of the Research Project, starting from when you very first made your proposal right down to the very, very end, including the specific aims page, which you'll do during finals. You could even do that the week before finals, but we'll talk about that. There are general poster tips of how to set up a poster formatting tips, there's poster presentation tips. You can also take a look at the fall 2020 presentations, those videos. And then if you go to the Development of the Research Project link, it'll open up a page, which I know I showed you in lecture, but I'm just going to highlight in more detail the relevant things for next week. Number 8 is submission of the final poster. There are links to the Canvas assignment, and there are poster templates that you can use. A little bit earlier, I think number 7 has a link to a folder of an entire semester's worth of posters. So if you look at the templates and you're not super excited about any of the formats, take a look at all of the other posters that were done. Let me know which one you like, and I'll send you their PowerPoint versions so that you can kind of plug and play. You can put your own information over what they did. You also should be using a CU logo on your poster. You'll see that on all of the posters that are available to you, but you must use a CU logo that's approved. I know if you do a Google image search, you'll see loads of really cool CU logos, but they're not approved. So the university spent a ton of money a few years ago on rebranding and making all of the logos across all departments and colleges the same. And we have to use those. And since you're representing the university at the symposium, you have to use their approved branding. But this folder has a number of different versions that you can use. For the poster presentation video, like I said, every member of your group will be uploading a 5-minute video. You can watch a sample that was recorded by Gretchen here last semester, and then you can also look on the website to see all of the previously recorded presentations. If those aren't available for some reason, just drop me an email. I'll replace this link with Google Drive of all of the video uploads. But I highly encourage that you watch those so you can get used to seeing, what this looks like. What does a poster presentation look like? It's one thing to read guidelines, but the most useful thing is for you to get in there and take a look at others that were done. You'll be recording your poster presentation on Zoom. Zoom has a really great recording feature, and we put instructions here on this page. So you'll be recording so that your camera is on and we can see your screen. So you'll be sharing your screen with your poster and you'll appear in the corner. Then we will take your poster presentations and your poster files and create a page for you on the website. Here's an example from last semester. And people who are reviewing your poster will go in and play your video. They'll be able to see you, and there'll also be a link so that they can open your file and take a look at your poster while you're talking. They'll be leaving comments for you. So each of your 4 or 5 reviewers will leave a comment or question for you. And after the symposium, you'll need to go in and answer all of those questions because those become part of your grade. Okay, so just a quick summary of the things that are coming up. You had a lab notebook check this past week, the week of April 4th. You'll have a second and final lab notebook check during finals. The lab notebook check will not regrade what you were graded on. So it's really only going to be your last documentation of your experiments from midweek this week until the end of the semester. The exam, like I said, is on April 14th during our normal lecture period. The poster presentation and video are both due on April 16th at 5 p.m. The Cure Symposium is on Wednesday, April 21st at 6 p.m. and you're going to be attending that remotely. And then the specific aims page is due on May 3rd by 4 p.m. That marks the end of our final exam period, so all submissions need to be received by then. That said, if you want to get it done during the last week of class, when your TAs will basically just have office hours, there'll be no new content in that last week. I highly encourage you to work with your group or on your own, because you can break off from your group, and get that work done with your TAs. And you can submit it before finals start, so you're not worried about it while you're taking exams for other classes. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions at all. I cleared my schedule for next week, aside from a class that I teach from 2 to 5 p.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays. So I'm available for you. If you want to get together and go through your poster draft or talk about what you're supposed to say, just let me know. Send me some times that work for you and we can get something set up over Zoom. And have a great weekend.